I'm Brian Legalio, brand ambassador for Everlast Welders. Today, we have a special treat for you. We have one Storm 215C. It's a MIG, plasma cutter, and a stick welder, and we're gonna see what it has today. As you can see, the Storm 215 has 5 different wire feed selections. 4 MIG, 1 flux core, self-shielded flux core. Then it has DC stick and plasma cut. Plasma cut is actually what we're gonna get ready to do. We're gonna cut some 1/4" A36 carbon steel, and we're gonna see how it runs. So you see this error code. This is very common. All of this is telling you, the E06 error code, is we don't have pressurized air to it yet. So if you pressurize it, it'll actually just go away. This is a 40 amp plasma cutter. You can adjust your post flow, and you have from 2 to 25 seconds, and that just cools down your tip when you're done. Also, you have tip saver. We're gonna actually run on auto, and that prolongs the life of your consumables. Another fantastic setting is the power set. I'm gonna select my consumable size, and then now from my consumable size, I can go over to my work thickness. And right here it reads out, and as I push over, it keeps going to thicker and thicker materials. We're going to be running on a 1/4", and it gives me 27 amps, which is a good starting point. Notice how easy it is to start on the edge and work your way back. And these training wheels right here really save your tips and help you with your standoff. Makes cutting real repeatable. Now that we figured out and ran the plasma cutter and got pretty comfortable with it, we'll do some short arcs, MIG welding, and maybe a little stick welding. So see this cut quality, not bad. It's hand done. It I need to work on my trowel speed a little bit more for consistency, but pretty clean in my opinion. We're going to set up a T-joint, and let's go set up the machine for short arc MIG. So I have this outfitted with 70S6 025. It will not take a 33-pound spool, but it will definitely take a 12.5-pound spool, which are very common. Right now that I'm setting it up for short arc, I'm going to put it over to C25, and that is to match the gas I use. I have 75% argon, 25% CO2. And as soon as it comes to that menu, it prompts me to hook up my machine properly. Just follow directions, and it'll get you going. As soon as the menu comes up, it's going to come to my previous setting. On this 025 wire, I found this to be a pretty good sweet spot. But if you're not familiar, if you're new to welding, or if you're running a wire diameter or a thickness of material that you've never done, you can go ahead and hit this power set mode. I'm going to plug in my 023 wire right here, and then I'm going to set my material thickness to 1/4", and I'm going to see how this machine runs on a power set. So this is the stock power set settings for this material. All in all, a good weld. We have a few BBs, but we do have some ability to change my voltage, which I think I'm going to bump it up a little bit and refine it a little bit more, still in power set. All right, on 20.7, this is the stock CAN program for power set. I'm going to put it closer to 22 volts. That's where I would prefer the setting to be. And let's see how it does. As you can see, there's a little bit less spatter. I mean, I got a little bit here and there, but I was able to dial it in a little bit better, adding a couple volts. All in all, pretty good weld. I'm happy with it. All right, now that we're done with short arc MIG welding, we're gonna move it over to DC stick welding, or shielded metal arc welding. It'll prompt you how to hook it up. And we're gonna run a 7018 1/8, so I'm gonna put about 125 on the manual setting. Arc force, I'm actually gonna be kind of in a flat position, so indifferent. Hot start, honestly I don't run too much hot start, but the way this is set up, this is giving you a seconds, and this is giving you a percentage over. So right now it's half a second, 40% on top of your 100 or your base amperage. All right, just like before, we're gonna do a manual setting, and then we're gonna switch over to power set, see if there's any difference or any noticeable difference. So this is the manual settings for stick welding or DC on the Storm. To me, this thing ran really smooth. I have nice equal toe lengths. It popped out just fine. It even started real nice, where I don't have any cluster porosity, and it didn't stick. And as I'm coming across, I need to hit it with the wire wheel. But all in all, Fantastic weld right there. We're gonna go ahead and switch it over to Powerset and see the difference in the arc characteristics. Right here, I'm gonna set my rod diameter by this button right here. I'm using an 1/8 inch electrode where it specifies right there. And then right here, I'm gonna set my material thickness. And right there's 1/4 inch. Look at that, 125, that's about where we're at anyways. And then all the fine settings right here are on auto. So let's kind of run it through and make sure it's dialed in. All right guys, this is the Powerset settings, you know, smooth. All I can say is it's smooth. I actually, I got a little uncomfortable, so I stopped right there. I made a restart. And like if I hit that with a wire wheel, you probably wouldn't even know it's there. I mean, it's money and it's really close to where I had it set anyways. That is the Storm 215, and that is just a few things that this machine is capable. Remember, it is the first plasma MIG and stick welder on the market, and you can actually TIG weld, scratch start TIG weld with it. We'll put the link in the description for you. Yeah, I don't know what else. I'm Brian Legalio, brand ambassador. Remember guys, weld mean, weld green.